One man's trash is another man's $1 million lottery ticket.
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
They say that one man's trash is another man's treasure, and today we're gonna prove it.
We've done some digging on some people who've done some digging, and now we're going to show you what we found, or actually what they found, as we do. Hey man, what the heck is in that trash can?
I don't know what the heck is in that trash can. Let's find out. Back in 2015, Carla Squitieri of Clarkson Valley, Missouri, realized one afternoon her wedding ring was missing. Now she retraced her steps, which is a good thing to do. She realized the night before she took her ring off and wrapped it in a paper towel in the kitchen.
Happens.
Woke up the next morning and then threw away the paper towels on the counter, forgetting that the ring was in there. She told her husband, Bernie, I probably just tossed it right in the trash. Along with your marriage, Carla, because Bernie paid $400,000 for that wedding ring.
Carla, you can't, we gotta glue this to your freaking hand. That's a house.
Yeah, like
you don't put that on the counter and forget about it,
First
Carla.
time you slide it on, Bernie, you coat it in super glue first.
Silicone.
The wedding band.
Yes.
Wedding ring. So they go out to the trash, but the thing was it had been taken away 5 hours earlier.
Oh.
So they called the trash people Meridian Waste Solutions, who told them that the truck was on its way to a radioactive landfill where it wasn't safe to search, you think?
Yeah, I'm not
But
going there.
Meridian Waste Solutions diverted it. Meridian Waste Solutions, proudly diverting trash from radioactive facilities since 2015. So the operations manager, Joe, meets him at this alternative place where they start going through this stuff. This is literally like searching for a needle in a haystack.
Right, yeah, not gonna find it.
I mean, even harder than that, but here's what happens. After 30 minutes of searching, Joe finds the $400,000 ring. 30 minutes is all it took for Joe to find it. It's unknown if Joe was given a reward for his efforts, but he can rest easy knowing that the Squitieris are still in a thriving marriage. And you know what? That's good enough. No, it's not! He diverted the trash and went through all of it to find a $400,000 ring! Yeah. He should at least get like a pinky ring that says ring finder.
Yeah, look into that, Joe. In 2005, otherwise known as 2005, 83-year-old Edward St. John of Blackstone, Massachusetts, hit the jackpot when he was digging through some trash outside of a convenience store called the White Hen Pantry. The White Hen Pantry, located at 114 Main Street. No, we're not White Castle, and we don't sell those little burgers, so please leave. Edward found a Hold'em poker scratch ticket worth $1 million. $1 million in the trash. Now, the guy who actually bought the ticket, Kevin Donovan, wasn't happy because earlier that day he had gone into the facility, the White Hen Pantry, and bought every single Hold'em poker ticket, but he didn't realize that he had the winning number and he threw all of them away.
If you're gonna go through the trouble of buying every one, I think you would also have a system to verify that you didn't have the winner.
Check the numbers. He didn't do that, but he still was mad enough about it to say, I'm gonna go to court and claim that the reward is rightfully his, but according to the law, a lottery ticket's like legal tender. Possession is all that is required to prove ownership.
Unless you stole it.
Just like your herpes, Link.
What?
Edward's attorney said, you should settle because you're old and this is gonna drag out in court longer than you have left to live.
Oh, wow.
In a strange turn of events though, Kevin Donovan, the guy who threw all the tickets away and who was battling him in court, died of a heart attack.
Oh.
He went ahead and died.
He lost the ticket and then lost his heartbeat.
That's exactly what happened. So the family continues the court case. It was eventually settled. Edward takes home $860,000 and the Donovans take home $140,000. Old Mr. Edward St. John immediately bought $850,000 worth of Werther's Originals and one of those electronic adjustable beds.
I totally believe that.
He was in the market for those.
In 2003, Elizabeth Gibson was on her morning walk through Manhattan's Upper West Side when she noticed a painting sticking out of a trash can. She's quoted as saying, even though I didn't understand it, I knew it had power. The Insane Clown Posse also said the same thing when they discovered magnets.
Yes, they did.
She took it home and, well, here's the painting. Okay. Do you see the power?
It seems very powerful, lots of red.
She spent 4 years trying to find out what it was, and eventually on the Antiques Roadshow website, she determined that it was tres personas, translation, 3 people. You see the 3 people?
No, I see some rusty corkscrews, and pocket knives.
It's an interesting...
And I've seen more than 3. But whatever, 3 people,
Doesn't look valuable to you? Well, here's the history. It was made by Mexican modernist artist Rufino Tomeo in 1970. 7 years later, it was purchased by a Houston collector for $55,000 as a gift for his wife. 10 years later, in 1987, it was stolen from the couple. 16 years after that, in 2003, Elizabeth found it in the trash can.
Okay.
If that painting had a lot of power, I don't know how it didn't stay out of a trash can.
Right.
You know, how much power does it really have?
I don't know how it works.
Turns out it has a lot because when it was returned to the rightful owner, that's what Elizabeth decided to do, they sold it for $1,049,000.
Whoa, okay.
Elizabeth received 15 grand as a reward, and the realization that she could have made a lot more money if she'd have just sold it herself.
Yeah, Lizzie.
But you did the right thing.
$1 million paintings are not the only garbage found in New York. How about a taxidermized deer?
Ooh!
That's what was found in 2013 at the corner of 159th and Amsterdam. Here it is, Link.
Gracious. That's gross, but at the same time, he's got this like gangster lean.
He's pretty cool.
Put him in a lowrider, and that guy, he looks cool, man.
Yeah, maybe this was intentional. Maybe this is where the deer just was laid to rest. Local Viola Johnson was quoted as saying, "What the is a deer doing up here?" Viola.
Good point.
Great question from Viola, who worked just across the street at T Entertainment. T Entertainment since 1977, proudly managing the careers of Mr. T, Ice-T, and James Lipton. So the police guarded the deer until sanitation workers arrived.
They guarded it?
They guarded it.
They didn't want anybody to take it?
I don't know. One of the cops tried to feed the deer, but it was stuffed. Sanitation workers showed up and tossed the deer in the garbage truck eventually, and they took it away. And if you're wondering what happened to the person who threw it away, I have no idea.
Great work, Rhett. 2002, Lisa Mazzaglia.
Be here all week.
Lisa Mazzaglia from New Hampshire watched a show about paying it forward. Then she was inspired by Christmas gifts for a family in need. It was the Christmas season.
Right.
While loading the presents into her car, her purse was stolen. So lesson learned there. Fast forward.
Don't do good deeds.
Yeah. Fast forward 14 years, okay, to last year, and the police call her. Hello? Miss Lisa, we have your purse from 14 years ago that you reported stolen. Dude named Bo Haynes found it.
Bo Haynes?
Bo Haynes.
The Bo Haynes?
Bo Haynes.
Huh.
You know him?
I don't know him.
He found it in a trash can outside of the place where he worked, the Market Basket. The Market Basket, located in the same outlet mall as Store Place, Pants Box, and Dress Bar. Amazingly, everything was in the purse except for some cash from when she left it in 2002. So for 14 years, this thing remained exactly intact, like a time capsule. It had her wallet, credit cards, bills, checkbook, work ID, an old cell phone, and a pager. I don't know what I would do without my pager.
14 years without a pager?
I can't go 10 minutes without my pager.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to reach for my pager right now.
Oh, I'm being paged.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm paging you.
Yeah. In November 2013, aspiring actor, filmmaker, and singer Ismail Sekic, a.k.a. Smiley, was walking home on 28th Avenue in Bensonhurst, New York, when he spotted a golden statuette in a trash can. This statuette turned out to be an Emmy, an Emmy Award. This is what Smiley told the news. "This thing sticking out looks so cool. I dusted it off, and I'll take this home." This is also how Smiley chooses his lady friends.
Oh.
Yes. Now, the Emmy was believed to be from the 1950s, and it didn't have the band on it that said who had won it, so he didn't know who it belonged to. He also didn't know what it was. He just thought it looked cool, so he takes it home, he puts it on his coffee table, and then serendipitously, 2 nights later, the Emmys come on the television. Of course, Smiley's gonna watch the Emmys.
He's like, wait.
Yeah, so this is, again, what he told the news. Quote, he's watching the Emmys. "Next thing you know, I'm watching the Emmys, and they show an Emmy Award, and I'm looking at my coffee table. I'm doing back takes. It's an Emmy Award!"
I always do back takes when watching the Emmy Award, and I don't even know what a back take is. Is that like a spit take backwards?
I think he meant double take. I think that's Smiley's way of saying double take.
I do too.
So he wanted to return the award once he knew what it was, so he came up with a genius plan. He brought it to a screening of his own film. Remember I said he was a filmmaker.
Yes.
Vamp Bikers, hoping that the owner would show up to claim it. Great idea. Surprise, No one showed up to claim the trophy. No one really showed up to watch the movie either. And if you're wondering why, here's a clip from Vamp Bikers. This is called trailer number 7.
6 before that?
I'm feeling like this whole planet, it's mine.
Scary.
We're gonna rain on you, vampires.
We're gonna rain on you, vampires.
Can you believe no one showed up for that?
Is this anybody's Emmy?
It looked like lemon juice. The bomb looked like a thing of like lime juice.
Well, that's good. It's safer that way.
So even after this thing was publicized that he had found the Emmy, no one turned up to claim it. So he eventually ended up selling it to fund his next feature film, not making this up, Vamp Bikers 2. Look for Vamp Bikers 2 coming soon to a DVD that Smiley will burn for you.
It's got 24 trailers. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
You know what time it is.
Hi, my name is Andrew Brace from Wichita, Kansas, and it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
For those of you who like words in addition to video,
I like words.
We're starting what we're calling the Mythical Monthly, a short email from us to you to let you know all that's going on in the mythical universe. Head over to rhettlink.com/mythicalmonthly to sign up.
Sign up now, thank you, and click through to Good Mythical More where we are gonna play the Crew Trash Guessing Game. Garbage from them that we guess who garbaged it.
Comment takeover. That means we're going over to an undiscovered video and loving it with some comments. This one is called She Said Okay.
This is an underwater proposal video, so we want you guys to leave a Little Mermaid quote under there. I'm sure that there's some Little Mermaid quote that will be encouraging, nice, and appropriate.
Yeah.
Be your mythical best.
Thank you for doing that. Click on the left to watch our show after the show, Good Mythical More.
Click on the right to watch another episode of Good Mythical Morning.
And click the circular channel icon to subscribe.
Thanks for being your mythical best.